Today I wanted to do another crew review for you. Hey, it's Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and we have the Duetto by Izzo on the floor right here today. And I'm going to go through it top to bottom, tell you all about the specifications of it, what it's all about. This is actually a pretty nice machine. We used to carry the Izzo machines, and we've brought them back by popular demand. This is a dual boiler, stainless steel boilers. On the inside, I'm going to show you under the hood. The brew boiler is 27 ounces. The steam boiler is 61 ounces. And while we're talking about capacities, this is a water tank or plumb end, 77 ounces of water underneath the hood over here. It has a built-in PID right here that you can change the temperature of the steam boiler or the brew boiler. Also, over here on the side, there's two switches. You can turn the steam boiler or the brew boiler on and off independently. This runs on 20 or 15 amps, depending on what your house is. The plug that comes with it is a 20 amp, so you will need an adapter to take it to 15 if your kitchen is 15 only, an older home. Newer homes seem to have the 20 amps. 58 millimeter portafilter right here. Whoop, drip, drip, drip. With a tilted handle to make it fairly level when you're tamping. And see, when you put that up on the tamp mat, it's almost level. Lever machine right here, steam and water. This is the H2O, and this is the steam arm, and it's an anti-burn steam arm. And by the way, let's go over to what comes with it. It comes with the tip that's on it. Let's see what that is. That's a 2-hole tip, and it comes with these accessory tips, 3 of them. 4-hole, 3-hole, and 1, 2, 3, 4-hole. Again, just different patterns, as you can see. Comes with the tamper. Kind of a nice tamper, too, for a freebie. Comes with the single 58 millimeter portafilter. Comes with a blind basket for doing your back flushing. Comes with a Microsoft rag for polishing all that stainless steel, and that is a lot of stainless steel. It also comes with the hose for plumbing and the drain hose for your drip tray drain. And of course, the a la manual in a couple of different languages as well. So that's good. So, dual mantle meters over here. One for the boiler to let you know the boiler is up to steam, or up to, when I say that, I don't really mean steam, up to power. In other words, it's at 1 bar or a little bit over, and that tells you the machine is ready to go. You still want to have this on for 20 minutes. The boiler will be ready ahead of time. And what it does is, this saturated brew head, which is the E61 brew head, will not be hot. The boiler will be ready, but then that hot water from the boiler will siphon through here and heat this up and heats up the portafilter. You want to let all of that happen about 20 minutes before you use the machine to get the best shot. Drip tray right down here. And let me tell you, this is a big drip tray. Look at the size of this thing. Looks like it'll hold 5 gallons of water. No, I'm exaggerating. But it's a good size. Right down here is your switch for changing from the reservoir over to the direct line from your feed in your house. This is for the drip tray drain, goes right on here. This is also magnetic, so it won't vibrate. This is the grate for the drip tray. I would say I'd like to see a little bit nicer grate, but hey. There we go. Let's see, what else? Your cups around right up here. And, you know, we took the screws out so that we could show you the inside of this. And also dual wall on the side panels and back panel as well, which lets a little less heat be generated into the room. 2 lights right here that show you when the boiler is kicking in and out. And this is your PID. You can change the temperature of each one of the boilers. That little dot going there indicates that the boiler is kicking in. We have it set at the steam boiler at 259, and it should, and the brew boiler at 205. It alternates between the two. So let's, I'm going to go around the back and I'm going to lift the lid so that you can see inside this machine. It's really pretty nice. That's your great for the holding your cups. Cup warmer, in other words. Ow, this is hot. Whoop, whoop. So inside here, here's the water tank I was talking about. This is a hose-fed water tank with a magnet right here to show that'll float, or when it's not floating, it will be empty. The one thing we did notice about this is this hose goes way down into the machine, and if it got all gungy, it would be hard to replace it. So this is pretty well built. A lot of the electronics are above the water, which is a nice thing in case you spring a leak. We have our steam boiler right over here, and as you can see, stainless steel, and it is insulated. Brew boiler right over here, same thing, stainless steel with insulation. Your rotary pump right down here, that machines that are plumb and tank will have a rotary pump. A little more robust than a vibratory pump, and they tend to be quieter and last a little bit longer. You know, and all the copper tubing that you can see, this thing is laid out quite well, I would say. And you can see the double wall with holes to let some of the heat out. You can't have it all trapped in there. So that's the inside of the machine. Pretty nice, I'd say. Let's go back to brewing. Okay, so I've got my milk. I have coffee going on with a Eureka grinder. Let's make a drink. So, the boiler, you can steam and brew at the same time. You know, I'm going to wing it today, and I'm going to do that. Just going to step over here, get the condensation out. That's done. Whoop whoop. Fast. That's done. Hear that pump? Not too noisy. All right. Got some wet paint going on. And as always, the disclaimer about whether I'm going to make latte art or not. Well, tulips in the spring, daffodils. I think it's daffodils, only it's not spring. That looks nice. Quite nice. Ooh, that's really good. I got a little bit of a sweet caramel on the top. And I didn't add any sweetener. We're using Velton's Twilight Blend today. Oh yeah. That's exceptional. That's really good. Very good. And of course, three-way solenoid valve right here so that you get a fairly dry coffee puck. And you know, when we say dry coffee puck, when you first take that out, if you didn't let it sit for any seconds at all, it would definitely have a little bit of moisture on it. That is typical. It's not going to be swimming in it. Okay, that's the Duetto by Izzo. Let me give you the pros and cons. I think some of the cons, it's a little bit big on the countertop. They're great in the drip tray. I would say could be upgraded just a little bit to look better, to match the machine itself. Although, you're not going to notice scratching on this like you do on the ones that are flat pressed out stainless steel. We've got the hose in the back there that if it gets dirty, it's going to be difficult. You probably have to have it serviced unless you can keep it clean yourself. Size-wise, it's a little bigger than some, if size is an issue in your kitchen. The pros, the service boilers, the two boilers, you can turn them off and on independently. The dual wall doesn't transfer a lot of heat into the room. So, I mean, if you're touching it. The PID fluctuating back and forth. And the one thing I didn't mention about that PID is as you're pulling your shot, look back in the video, you'll see that it's timing the shot as well. So you know where you're at. You don't have to use your you know, the fancy one I use, my telephone. What else? It just, I think it has a nice, pulls some nice shots. I like the tilt on the handle for the countertop. Yeah, it's got some good features. Rotary pump, which it would because it's a plumb machine. Check it out on our website for the rest of the stats that I have given you here today. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and comments down below. We love to hear from you. So keep the comments coming. Cheers and thanks for watching.